Hey guys, how you doing today? So welcome to another beautiful episode of the high ticket sales challenge, right? 21 days challenge we're doing. And today we want to look at 7-star customer experience. If you understand how high ticket works, you will understand that it's heavily on the customer experience. For example, if you have ever gotten an opportunity to enjoy my 7-star customer treatment, you will love me for life, right? And I think the challenge with some of us is the background we came from, because of poverty and a few challenges, we really didn't learn and master the art of honor. And I had that same challenge growing up. I mean, we're not from affluent families, so I didn't understand the concept of honoring people and really making people feel special. It's taken me years to learn, but having learned it, I realized that honor is the language of high ticket. Honor is the language of the wealthy. So I'll ask you a very simple question. To be honest, between a 5-star hotel and a 6-star hotel, what exactly is the difference? Is it the ambience? Is it the design? Is it the furniture? Aesthetics, right? Now, I've stayed in a hotel called Burj Al Arab. Burj Al Arab is acclaimed the world first 7-star hotel, and I've stayed in a lot of 5-star hotels, a lot, And what is the difference? If I look at the interior of Burj Al Arab, I think 3 years ago I did my Christmas there. The interior, in my own opinion, isn't anything special that I haven't seen in some other hotels that are 5-star. But what I can tell you categorically is different is that the experience in Burj Al Arab is extremely customized. If you call that you need something, in 30 seconds somebody showed up. In fact, at each lobby you have each floor has its own special receptionist. Right, so the speed, the quality of honor and care and likes and the special way you are made to feel when it comes to Burj Al Arab is way out of this world. So, for example, there's a Rolls Royce to pick you up. For example, you're coming down from your car, you will never have to open your car yourself. Somebody's opening the car for you. Now, that person leads you to the entrance of Burj Al Arab. You have another set of hostess with wine, right, ready to welcome you up from there. Now, even the reception is done in such a way that you can sit down. The receptionist will come sit down with you and check you in. So you don't necessarily need to stand. You can, of course, go stand with the reception and do whatever you need to do. But all the entire experience has been so done in a way that it's just about you, the customer, just how you feel. However, I must warn you, 7-star customer experience is very, very difficult to scale. Extremely difficult to scale. So I'll give you an example. It was a lot easier for us to have a 7-star experience with our customer when we were still small. We're just 10 employees. I personally had interaction with my customers because I was also the founder. It was easy for me to be at the top, to be ahead of things. In fact, today, if you have my WhatsApp number, people have argued that it doesn't take you up to 5 minutes for me to respond to every WhatsApp message, right? A lot of people even wonder how I do it. But it's because I'm very conscious of 7-star customer. But today, Customers are in their thousands, 5,000, 10,000, depending on which, across the entire chain. There is no way I can have one-on-one experience with each person. There's no way I personally can give every customer a 7-star experience. And so, how then do you scale a 7-star experience? Because you, as a salesperson, at the beginning, it might be easier to control because it was just you and these your special customers. But your business will grow one day. And I think the lesson is to quickly hire for culture and not skill. Hire for culture. So hire people who have a culture of treating people well. One of those people for me is my wife. My wife is extremely big on culture, on how you treat people, on the quality of treating people, on the experience you give people when treating them. All those things are big for my wife. I mean, she doesn't even joke with it. And so you want to look for someone like that. And I'm not saying this because she's my wife and I'm trying to blow a trumpet. No, if you have met my wife, you will know one of the most down-to-earth, humble, amazing person you can deal with. Of course, that's if you don't get on her nerves. Now, get on her nerves, you see a totally reverse person. I mean, the version of her you're going to see will shock you, right? So she's not, and I give it to her, my wife is not humble out of low self-esteem. No. Right? She knows who she is, but still choose to be humble despite who she knows she is. So it's not about imposter syndrome. No, it's just a culture. And so you want to hire people to work with you as partners, even as a salesperson. Even if you don't own the company, you can intentionally look for a colleague of yours in your company, a colleague of yours in your community that has the culture before skill. The next is exposure. People always ask them, Stephen, why do you spend so much, sending your staff for all expense paid trip, Doha, Dubai, Maldives, and all these trips? Why do you do it? The answer is very simple. It's because I realized that for my team to begin to have that high level, have a culture of giving that kind of high level treatment, it was very, very essential, extremely essential, that we train these people, we give them international exposure. They get to see other cultures and how people are exceptionally treated, right? So when we travel, we make sure our people stay in hotels, and they could see the treatment in the hotel. They could see the timeliness, they can see, and so they are, particularly because I'm from Africa, and I mean, I'm ashamed to say this, but we have that problem. We have that problem. The way we treat each other is not fair, whether it's company treating their customer or whether it's customer treating those they do business with. Right, you could see people come talk to a vendor, a company they do business, and talk to the staff, and so talk down on the staff like they're not human. Right? I think we can do better in how we treat ourselves. And so for me, I knew it was important for those who work with us to start seeing globally how humans treat themselves, how everybody has rights. Right? In developed part of the world, you go to an hotel, even if they treat you wrongly, they can call the police on you. People know this, their rights. Everyone has their rights. You can't just talk to a vendor anyhow. You can't just go to Walmart and talk to their employees anyhow. They probably will call the police on you. Yes, they will call the police on you. And it's normal. And it's not, it's normal. Because you don't also have the right to talk to them anyhow. The same way they will also do their best to treat you well. Their best. It doesn't mean you won't have occasionally racism. I've had that. I use Marriott. I've had experiences where Marriott, a particular Marriott hotel, I still use Marriott, but a particular Marriott hotel, and it's funny, she was African American, and she was very rude to me, extremely rude to me. Of course, I reported that to management. They apologized and treated me well, and we're good. But yes, you all have rights, and for me, I knew our team needed to have opportunity to have that exposure. Exposure is very important, and so if you are going to do high ticket sales, one of the biggest investments you must make in yourself is exposure. You must work hard in giving yourself some of the best exposure in the world. It's not good, it's not cheap, but you must invest in it. I've seen people say, oh, I don't want to spend money on travel, or I don't want to owe anybody, I don't want to do X, I don't want to do Y, I don't want to Z. But I can tell you categorically that if you're really, really serious about turning things around for yourself, it's going to be largely a function of honor. 7-star customer experience. Treating your customer like king, making people feel exceptionally good, honored, respected, I'm loved. And that's very powerful. I'm one of those that on social media I look like, who is this guy? See the way he talks. But come have an experience with me, and I promise you, you are a fan for life. Particularly if that experience is with me. Okay, of course, like I told you, it's difficult to manage. I have on my WhatsApp over 45,000 people. So at that point, it's difficult. But the few people who still have direct relationship with me, it's a 7-star experience. And I encourage you to give people that kind of experience. Even you feel good when you treat other people right. Do we agree? So we are raising a whole army that does 7-star experience treatment. So let's all go and make this happen. I love you all. Bye. Okay, please don't forget, share this video if it got added value to you. Tell people the impact of this video. Enough of watching stuff and you got value and you're not talking about it. Share. Tell people your experience with this 21 days high ticket sales challenge. I need you to push these things out there. Okay, love you all. Bye bye.